Hi friends, this is Editing Goalie to say that this video is part 2, so if you missed yesterday's video, go ahead and head back and watch that so you know what the heck direct-to-consumer testing is, and then I'm going to throw it back to Past Goalie to show us how taking at-home vitamin tests works. Let's go! Okay, so when you first open these up, there is, on top there's a kit ID that you register online. I took that out so that I can register it, and then it has information for you and then everything you need, including lancets to prick your finger and the little card that you put your blood drops on, and then a bag to send it back in. And then the really cool thing is that there is a shipping label in here, and you just put this all back together and ship it to them. So they give you really clear instructions, and including that you should drink a glass of water before collecting your sample, and then you should rinse your hands with warm water, and then you should kind of like shake your hands, and like you might have to milk your fingers a little bit. And I actually have taken one of their tests before. I did a food sensitivity test before, and I did those things, and I could not get any blood to come out of my finger, and I had to do it all again. So definitely do those things, and I think that I ended up drinking a lot of water. I maybe have been a little dehydrated that day. So I'm gonna go get hydrated, and then we'll see how this goes. Okay, so you go in and you put in the kit ID, and then you answer some questions like your date of birth, who the test is for, submit all that, and then you have successfully registered it, and they have an easy video to watch if you need some extra tips. Alright, getting hydrated. Okay, this is take 2. I wasn't really bleeding the first time. I think maybe I've pricked my finger a little bit in the wrong spot. So we're gonna try this again. Right now I'm shaking my hand down. I've warmed it up. I've drank a lot. Hopefully I'll bleed this time. Alright. Okay, this is looking much more promising. Alright, well, hopefully that'll do, and we'll get our results in a weekish. So I think the first time I did it might have been a bit of user error. I think I pricked my finger too far to the side, but the second time still really had to like milk it to get that out, so hopefully it's enough. And I opened the B vitamins test, and that one actually says that you have to fast, so I'll be doing that one tomorrow morning, and it's slightly different. Okay, and so now that I have my results back, they show up online in their database, and you can see that I filmed the first part of this video a very long time ago. Let's see, so this is the vitamin D test results, and my results were in range. So I am really bad at taking supplements and pills, and I just hate swallowing pills. So I'd say I take a vitamin D supplement like maybe once a week, so it's good to know that it's not too low. I do spend a decent amount of time in the sun, especially as it gets warmer, so it's good to know that it's not too high, so I don't need, because with vitamin D it's a fat soluble vitamin, and so if you supplement too much and you get into this elevated range, it's dangerous as well, so you don't want to over supplement with vitamin D. So that was interesting. And then I was also curious about B vitamins, because I have one mutation in the MTHFR gene, which is maybe something I'll talk about in another video, but it can affect how you process B12, and so I was curious. And so my folate is in the normal range, my B12 is in the normal range. B12 is another vitamin that's interesting because it is water soluble, but your body does store it, which is why people who are vegan and don't get any B12 from their diet, if they're not supplementing, can be fine for a while because their body has a store of B12. But then once you deplete that store, if you're not getting any B12, you can become deficient. So you can have an elevated ring. And it can be dangerous if it gets elevated, even though it's water soluble. And then B6 was normal. It's at the low end, so might be something I want to be cognizant of, but it is in range as well. And so then they give you some information about how you could, change your results, like to eat foods high in folate, avoid excess alcohol intake. And it's not showing here anymore because I did this a while ago, but when you first get your results back, they also give you an opportunity to chat with a doctor if you're interested. And so that is what these results look like. And so now I have a more directed approach when it comes to taking supplements. I now know that I probably get enough vitamin D from things like fortified milk that I drink, that I don't necessarily need to take a vitamin D supplement every day. And I know that my B12 is looking good. So it's just one way that you can use these direct-to-consumer tests to take your health into your own hands. Of course, if you have something more serious going on, you need to consult with a healthcare professional, but this is just one tool in your arsenal. And if you'd like to try it at home, there was a discount code for 25% off your first order using Welcome25 if you're interested. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!